A national survey of 2,500 citizens found that 19% dreaded Valentine's Day. Margin of error was 2.9% with 90% confident. So, for the sample of 2,500, 19% dreaded Valentine's Day, and since the margin of error is 2.9%, so if you want to say something about the whole population, you would add and subtract the margin of error to the sample value. So you would subtract 2.9 from 19% to get the lower bound. And when you do 19 minus 2.9, you get 16.1. No, yeah, you get 16.1. So which one says 16.1? So 16.1% means 0.161. So it's either this one or this one. And then for the upper bound, you add 2.9% to 19%. So 19 plus 2.9 is 21.9, and that's 21.9%. That would be 0.219. So it's either B or C. So now let's see what they say. So it's a 90% confidence. So B is the one that is saying 90% confidence that the population is between who is that the proportion of population that read it is between this and this. So it's B. In a survey of 2085 adults in a certain country conducted during a period of economic uncertainty, 69% thought that wages were too low. The margin of error was 7% with 90% confidence. So we are 90%. Okay, so what do they say for parts A through D, which represent a reasonable interpretation of the results? For those that are not reasonable, explain the flaw. So for the sample, 69% said that the wages were too low and the margin of error was 7%. So uh, you get the confidence interval by adding and subtracting the margin of error. So that means if you add 7%, you get 76. So 7 plus 69 is 76. And if you subtract 7 from 69, you get 62. So for the population, you can say that between 62 and 76% thought that the wages paid were too low. And you can say that with 90% confidence. So let's see, we are 90% confident that 69% of the adults in the country know. 69% is for the sample of 2085, not for all the adults in the country. So that is not reasonable, flawed. The interpretation indicates the level of confidence is varying. No, that's not what this is saying. The interpretation provides no interval, right? Confidence interval. Um, when you're talking about confidence, you have to talk about an interval. And they are not talking about an interval. They're just saying that we're confident that 69%. They're talking about one number instead of an interval. So that's the flaw here. Okay. We are 83 to 97% confident. No, we are 90% confident. The confidence doesn't change. It's the you're 90% confident that something is between this and this. So you're not varying the confidence level. You keep the same confidence, but you vary the quantity that you are measuring. So this is unreasonable. The interpretation indicates that the level of confidence is varying, right? The level of confidence should not be varying. We are 90% confident that the interval from 0.62 to 0.76, remember we calculated when you add and subtract 7% to it, you do get 62% to 76%, which is this 0.62 to 0.76%. So up to that, I don't see a flaw. And that the interval from this to this contains the true population of adults in the country during the period of economic uncertainty who believe that the wages paid were too low. This looks right to me. Let's double check. We are 90% confident that the interval from this to this contains the true proportion of adults, right? That's what confidence interval is about, that you are that much confident that the population value is somewhere in the interval. In 90% of samples of adult in the country during the period of economic uncertainty, the proportion who believed wages paid were too low is between 0.62 and 0.76. No, it's that one sample in which we got that. In fact, that's not even the sample value. That's the that was our population confidence, the 0.62 to 0.76. So let's see what the flaw is. The interpretation is flawed. The interpretation suggests that the interval sets standard for all the intervals, which is not true, right? And also until now, we didn't find this flaw.